in this session we will be seeing about Huffman coding. Okay, so first let's see about see an example how Huffman coding plays a role. Okay, so suppose if I am taking my message with 5 symbols. So example, I have taken 5 symbols. You can see that mentioned in this table. Okay, so we can code this message by using zeros or ones, so that the coded message will be having a minimum length for transmission. Okay, so this 5 symbols is represented by at least 3 bits. Okay, so for simple encoding, the total length of the encoding is 10 cross 3, that is 30 bits. So what is the intuition is these symbols are more frequent, should have the smaller codes. So since as we will be using it often, the storage that might be used to store will be high. So what we have to do is, suppose if I am considering these three symbols are being used often, then I can go for storing that symbols by using smaller number of bits. Okay, so for example, you can see that in first case we saw that it was 30. Okay, so now what I am doing, so the frequently used bits I am reducing the number of codes, and we have obtained as a result of 24 codes. Okay, so now let's see the definitions. So we are taking an ensemble X is a triple, that is x, ax and px. So x is the value of random variable and ax is the set of possible values and px is the probability of each value. So we will be calculating the Shannon content informations by using the formula h of x is equal to log 2 to the base 1 by probability of x, and entropy is calculated by h of x is equal to summation x belongs to ax px log of 1 by px. Okay, so this symbol codes are denoted by particular notations. Okay, so finally after compression, the expected length code is calculated by L of c comma x is equal to summation x belongs to ax p of x lx, which is given to summation I is equal to 1 ax, that is pi li. Okay, so let's see how the Huffman coding algorithm works. So first of all, we are taking the least 2 probable symbols in the alphabet, like least code words or equal length or differing in last digit. Okay, these are considered, and next what we have to do is we have to combine both the symbols into a single symbol. Okay, so the last 2 probable symbols will be taken as, and then we will be combining that last two symbols, and this process will be getting repeated. So you can see in the example, we have taken an example A, B, C, D, E with different probabilities of distribution like 0.25, 0.25, 0.2, 0.15, 0.15. Okay, so what we are doing is we are going for calculating, as I told you the formula for calculating h of pi, li and c of ai in the previous slide. You can go for noticing that and you can go for calculating that. So you can see that we have mentioned A, B, C, D, E with different probabilities, and the number of bits is mentioned here, and after that we are going for forming a grouping of trees. Okay, so what is the statement is lower bound on expected length is h of x. So there is no better symbol code for source than the Huffman code. So what we are going is we are going for constructing a binary top down approach. So that is the constructing of tree by using Huffman. So what are the disadvantages of Huffman code is, so the frequencies and the probabilities will be changed, as well as the code that is fixed for that particular symbol will also be changed. So what we have to do is, this is one of the major drawback of Huffman coding. So we have to recompute the Huffman code by running through the entire file in advance to set the length. Okay, so it also does not consider the block of symbols, that is string of character, that is predictable characters, but the bits that are used without conveying any information. So these are the various disadvantages of Huffman coding. Hope you all understood about Huffman coding, Huffman algorithm and its disadvantages. Thank you.